Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to the program agenda. I'm your host, Cito Beltran, broadcasting live from Lipa City, Batangas. And kinakamusta po namin kayong lahat. And this program is brought to you live by Signal TV channels 8 and 250, as well as PLDT Home Fiber Internet, pagpara 100 Mbps, walang patid, walang sabit. Okay, today is March 3, 2021, Wednesday na po, and we hope that you are all doing well, healthy, happy, and most importantly, content. Kasi baka marami sa inyo nag-a-ambition pa ng limpak-limpak na salapi. Many people now are just happy to have jobs, have a home, and not to have COVID. Dati, marami gusto positive attitude. Ngayon, ang kinakatakutan, positive test results. In any case, you are watching us via Signal TV channels 8 and 250, and you can also watch us via Facebook.com/OneNewsPH, and of course on YouTube, One News PH. Tayo po ngayon ay magkakaroon ng tatlong bisita. We will have 3 guests for today. First will be Mayor Marcy Teodoro, Marcelino Teodoro of the city of Marikina, home of the famous shoemakers of the Philippines. And siya ngayon ay kasapi na namin. Kasama na namin siya sa barangay ng mga reject. Na-reject, ma-vaccinate kasi ewan ko kung ilang taon na si Mayor Marcy, but he had offered, Mayor Teodoro had volunteered to be one of those public officials to be vaccinated with the Sinovac in public. And the idea behind that offer was so that his constituents and other Filipinos could see that he was willing to do it, that he believed it was safe, and that it is necessary. Unfortunately, broken-hearted si Mayor. So alamin natin kung ano balak niya na ngayong kasama na siya sa mga barangay ng Sawi. Okay, then we will speak with our longtime friend and former Mayor of Mandaluyong, and now the chairman of the Metro Manila Development Authority, Benhur Abalos Dasan. Okay? Pinapaalala ko sa inyo, Dasan. Hindi po ito si Mang Benhur Abalos, the father. This is the son. He is now chairman of the MMDA. And let's find out, for their part, what is the MMDA doing regarding this campaign on vaccination, and then yung mga iba pang concerns ng MMDA. Last but not the least, we will speak with Mr. Benjamin Santos. Mukhang marami tayong Ben no? May Benhur, Benjamin ngayon. Very famous name kasi biblical yung mga yung pangalan na yan. Secretary General Alliance of Health Workers. Kasi sila naman, kung si Mayor Marcy was volunteering but was rejected by the IATF or the NITAG ba yun, National Immunization Technical Advisory Group. He was volunteering and was rejected in a positive way naman. Ito namang Alliance of Health Workers, ang tanong nila, wala na bang iba? Parang yung Congress nung panahon ni GMA, di ba? Merong congressman na naghahanap ng wala na bang ibang matapang at may prinsipyo? Dito po yung Health of Alliance Workers nagtatanong, wala na bang ibang bakuna? Wala na bang ibang brand? They are asking for another brand option for the vaccine kasi obviously they don't like made in China. Sabi nga nung isang doktor, may kaibigan ako, itong pilyong kaibigan kong mayor, kinikwento yung sabi sa kanya ng doktor, because this guy asked, he's a mayor, he asked, what do you think of the vaccine, so and so? And then the doctor said, would you accept a sorry made in China? Joke lang naman po, no? Joke lang. But in any case, let's go to the front page of the Philippine Star. The Health Department has recorded 6 cases of the South African variant of COVID-19 in the Philippines. 3 of these cases are found or were found in Pasay City, which has recently seen a spike in cases. The other 3 presumably are in other parts of the country or separate incidents. Meanwhile, labor groups voiced out their dissent over reports that some companies are implementing a no vaccination, no work policy. Okay, dito po no medyo maghihiwalay ang puti sa dekolor kasi naintindihan ko po, we understand the position of the employers in this matter. While some people might say it's discriminatory, this is a health concern. And if you are the employer and one of your employees gets sick, guess who that employee will be going to? Sino ang tatakbuhan ng empleyadong magkasakit when they are down and in need of money? Of course, they go to either HR, go to the boss, and manghihiram na hindi naman mababayaran. Okay? Second, most insurance companies, HMOs, at least in the history of mankind, will not cover any such claims knowing, or if they know, that the employee or the patient knowingly, intentionally refused protection through vaccination. Then, sino sasalo ng problema? Yung employer. So, yun po, no? This is not necessarily discriminatory in nature or a violation of your personal right. But the thing is, the employer has a greater responsibility to protect everyone else in the office. And okay, assuming everyone was protected, but still, if that employee got sick, that employee will still be the responsibility of the company. If he himself would not accept protection through vaccination, but then he cannot make claims unless pipirma siyang waiver. Pag ako tinamaan ng COVID, tapos walang babayaran ng kumpanya. Maybe that's a compromise there. Anyway, moving on. In other news, the Department of Education, or DepEd, is extending the school year until the 10th of July. The school year was originally set to end on July 4. July 11. Paano ba ito? End of July. Sandali. The school year until the 10th. Ay, nako, nagkabalik-baliktad dito. Sorry, okay. Kasi the school year was originally set to end on June 11. Ngayon, magiging July 10. So, ma-extend ng almost 1 month. Okay? So, yun po, no? Nililiwanag natin. Mukhang na typographical mistake. Okay. And last but not the least, the former Philippine ambassador to Brazil, Marichu Mauro, has been dismissed from the service after her maltreatment of a Filipino household helper who was who went on Facebook na video at talagang mahirap po yung ganyang situation. Nonetheless, that's done with, and at least it shows the DFA will not tolerate any behavior that it deems is unprofessional, unkind, or undiplomatic. Now, let's go now to our first interview, yung kasama naming mga tinanggihan ng bakuna. Hindi naman, nagbibiro lang po ako, no? We seem to have been set aside kasi may system. Pero tanungin natin, Mayor Marcy Teodoro of Marikina, magandang umaga po, sir. Okay, Mayor Marcy, are you there? Okay, mukhang may sabi tayo dito. Paki-check na lang 'yan. Gab, dahil mukhang yung connection hindi pumasok. In any case, yun po, no, nililinaw ko lang. Kasi Mayor Marcy Teodoro volunteered para makita ng taong bayan na hindi siya takot mabakunahan, na safe yung bakuna. Sabi ng mga IATF, sorry boss, puro health workers lang muna ang priority. Eh, sabi niya, hindi naman ako nangunguna, hindi ko na inuunahan. Kanya lang, paano ko naman kukumbinsihin yung mamamayan ko? And apparently, he has reason. Kasi mag-survey sila sa kanilang lugar, naku, maraming hindi believe doon sa bakuna. Mayor Marcy Teodoro, nandiyan na po ba kayo?
Magandang umaga, Cito, at sa mga nanonood, nakikinig sa atin ngayon.
Kapwa akong bigo.
Bigo.
Bigong mabakunahan. Kasi kami naman, hindi raw kami kasali dito sa Sinovac kasi senior citizen kami at yung Sinovac did not submit tests, result, or trials for senior citizens. So, Mayor Marcy, kasi alam mo, in other parts of the world, people who, officials such as yourself or yung mga mayayaman, lalo na doon sa Amerika, sa Mexico, pag medyo humirit o nauna sa pila, nako, inaaway ng husto and they are, declared as, as trying to put one over other people. Eh, baka mapagsuspetsahan kayo. Pakilinaw nga kung saan nagmumula yung hugot ninyo kasi balita ko dyan sa Marikina, sa hospital daw, parang medyo may mga nagsasabing, teka, malabo yata yung bakuna na yan. How true is that, Mayor?
Cito, let's look into the numbers. We have 1,701 personnel from among Rodriguez Medical Center. This is a COVID referral hospital here in Marikina. Knowing that another brand of vaccine will be used, 1,500 applied for eligibility to receive the vaccine, knowing that Pfizer will be used initially.
Okay.
Unfortunately or incidentally, when they learned that CoronaVac will be used, that number of 1,500 dwindled to 160 individuals. So that number is alarming in our case. That's less than 10% of hospital workers, both medical and non-medical, who would want to be vaccinated. Or more than 90% of the original number who initially consented has changed their minds. Nagbago sila nung malaman nila yung bakuna. Not simply because the entirety or in toto that they do not trust the process, but they prefer another brand to be used for vaccination. Dahil doktor to mga ito nalalaman nila kung ano yung safety, ano yung efficacy of the vaccine, and siguro they deem fit that another brand or vaccine will be better than this CoronaVac. Kasi sinabi rin natin dati na ang CoronaVac is not fit for or suited for healthcare workers. But the problem dito is this the real issue yesterday is the availability of vaccine. Kaya yung option mo or right to choose ay nawawala. Kasi wala ka namang pagpipilian Kaya nga sinasabi ko kahapon, the best vaccine is the vaccine that is available at present time. Kung ano yung meron tayo ngayon, a 50% protection is better than zero protection. Kaya nga, that prompted me to volunteer myself. Eligible tayo, Sito. Hindi pa naman ako pumasok doon sa
senior. Hindi ka pa sa senior division, ha?
Montik na, pero pwede pa ako. So I filed for eligibility. I gave them my consent. Tinignan ako ng doktor. Minutes before I get vaccinated, I was able to talk to Secretary Vince Dizon. And the secretary naman explained it to me in a very, very cordial and a very objective manner that NITAG, or the National Immunization Technical Advisory Group of the DOH, is not considering at this point mayors such as in my case to be included in the priority list. Para lang daw ito sa mga healthcare workers. Sabi ko naman kay Secretary Vince kahapon ko kausap ko, gusto ko lang namang pangunahan dahil marami kong mga kababayan pag tinatanong ko, lalo na yung mga tao, kung gusto nila magpabakuna, what they have is cautious optimism, dito. Gusto magpabakuna pero natatakot, nag-aalala. Kaya sabi nga sa akin, Mayor, siguro kung talagang naniniwala tayo dyan sa bakuna, may mauna at susunod na lang kami. So I decided na mauna. In our parlance, di ba, meron tayong sinasabi, lalo na pag yung mga bata naglalaro at ganun na nangyari. Follow the leader. Being the leader of the community, I think I felt obligated that I should lead by example. Kahapon nga, yung follow the leader, hindi nangyari. In-advise ako ng NITAG ng DOH, kaya nangyari na lang, being a good leader is a good follower. Sumunod na lang ako na hindi na doon sa advice nila. Pero I was saddened by the experience because of the opportunity to show our people that our leaders believe in the system, in the process, and in the brand, as what FDA has said, are safe really to use. Yun lang. Hindi para unahan sino man.
Correct.
Hindi
Correct.
para yung, di ba, isipin na iba, just in the experience overseas sa ibang bansa, nag-uunahan sila eh. Pero dito hindi, para manguna, para may maging halimbawa at para magtiwala yung mga tao. Pag nakita nila yung mga leader nila, sila yung gumagawa. Res ipsa loquitur, the act speaks for itself. Hindi sa salita lang, kundi sa gawa. We must admit, the other issue yesterday is that we have a very low confidence with the vaccine that we have received. Kaya nga, sabi ko nga, para pakita na totoo. Yun naman din ang sabi ni Presidente. Tayo manguna, mga leader, mga mayors, pabakuna tayo para makita ng tao at maniwala sila na una, necessary, pangalawa, it's safe, and it's the efficacy is there. It might not be as what we want, but the efficacy is still there. Bakit kailangan ng bakuna? As I've been telling since yesterday, Cito, hirap ng buhay eh. Marami walang trabaho, nakakaranas ng gutom ang ilan sa atin. May trabaho, kulang yung kinikita. Kung may bakuna, baka makabalik tayo doon sa trabaho natin, doon sa paaralan. Kasi we are in a very difficult condition nowadays. Lalo na Marikina, dahil nakaranas pa kami ng Ulysses, binaha kami dito. Kaya nga, ako kanina sinasabi ko, may nakausap ako na yung mga opening of cinema, gusto nilang gawin dahil nga to encourage consumer activity. Sa Marikina, sabi ko, ang kini-encourage namin dito, i-ensure that COVID-free yung aming mga manufacturing area. Yung mga workplace. Our shoe industry, yesterday, I was talking to them. Sabi ko, the city will sponsor areas, allow them to use as a selling area. May mga trade fair kaming ino-organize, of course following a strict health protocol and quarantine measures. Kaya tingin ko talagang kailangan na natin ng bakuna so that we could resume or go back to normalcy.
Okay, Mayor, mabuti yung nalinaw mo na yan, no? First, I want to compliment you. I want to honor you, kilalanin yung kagitingan mo. Na ako honestly, no, prangkahan na lang, medyo dudes ako dyan sa Made in China. Kasi sabi nila 50% lang. Tapos sabi pa nila, bawal sa mga senior citizen. So kahit naialok mo sa akin, kung may pagpipilian ako, sorry, no, kayo nagduda noon. Yung gobyerno ba, kumbaga, yung mga experts nagduda noon. Sorry na lang, no, dudes na rin ako ngayon. Pero having said that, pinabati kita kasi magiting kang pinuno at tumatayo ka, papakita mo na ako gagawin ko ito para lang makita ninyo mamamayan ng Marikina na kailangan natin itong bakuna. Ngayon, ito ang tanong kasi nga ay sabi nung NITAG at saka nung DOH, sorry boss, unahin na muna namin yung health workers, which is tama naman, ano? Ang katanungan, what about you mayors in Metro Manila or all over the country? I don't think that your problem of people being resistant or hesitant or confused about vaccination is limited to Marikina. I'm here in Lipa City and I know that there are people here in my own place. Eh mga tao, share, parang nakakatakot yung bakuna na yan, yung mga ganon. Anong gagawin ninyo? Are you going to call for at least a show and tell demonstration na lahat ng mayors or Metro Manila mayors ilaline up at ipapahiring squad ng injection?
I think initially, yes, it will express confidence to the process of vaccination, but it's not, I would say, an end-all solution. What I think is necessary really is to engage in a genuine dialogue with our people on the vaccines that we have. And the government, I think, is necessary to be able to provide a diversified portfolio of vaccine. Hindi isa lang. Pag isa lang, wala na yung karapatan mong pumili na wala na yung option mong tumanggi. Dahil isa na lang. That's what's happening yesterday sa Marikina. May isang brand lang na ginagamit. We're expecting AstraZeneca to arrive last Monday in the storage facility in Marikina, but it did not arrive.
Okay, what are you doing in Marikina in terms? Kasi 'di ba bumili the mayors, most of the mayors have said we're buying our own. How are you doing it and what are you buying?
We're trying to procure from different pharmaceuticals para hindi lang isa namang brand para meron lang pagpilian. Ang malaking problema lang dito ng Marikina, di kami kasing yaman ng ibang syudad na katabi namin dito sa Metro Manila dahil ang Marikina maliit lang naman na syudad at ang budget nito halos 10% lang relative to the other cities. But we're trying our best to procure different brands and to procure quantities that miski maliit lang, small quantities lang. Ang problem lang, pag ganon, pag bumili ka, syempre, sa isang tindahan, pag angkat nakasabay mong bumibili, mas maraming binibili, mas malaki yung volume, nauna yung malaki doon sa maliliit. Ginagawa, pero sasama-sama tayo maliliit. Una yun. Secondly, Cito, what we are doing now is that we organize a group of experts, doctors here in Marikina, virologists, immunologists, those involved in public health and infectious diseases. And we allow them to engage the community in a dialogue.
Okay, Mayor.
Maraming tanong yung tao eh. Yun ang tingin kong fault natin ngayon. One way ang information. Bigay tayo ng bigay na information but we're not getting the information coming from the people.
Okay, yes, quick question lang, Mayor, no? Kasi para maliwanag, no? Pag ang Marikina ba o yung mayor ng Marikina ay nag-order sa DOH, I suppose, or to Carlito Galvez, meron bang negotiation with the national government kung ilan ng what brand or do you get what you ordered for? Because there is this misimpression among some na kahit umorder ang Marikina ng Pfizer at AstraZeneca, ang lumalabas pa rin ay yung Sinovac. How true, what is false, etc.?
What is available now, kasi it's a global chain of supply. So contingent always on what will be available for the Philippines, for the country. Kahapon sinakausap ko si Sec. Charlie Galvez, sabi ko nga, Marikina is really hoping that there will be equity in the access, not equality only. Equity, that you provide access to vaccine for those who are really in need, like Marikina, lacking in resources. Kaya nga, ang arrangement ko nga kay Secretary Charlie kahapon, kung hindi kami makakabili ng tamang bilang ng vaccine, baka po pwede, our resources will be dedicated for the logistical requirement of the program and support drugs in cases of adverse reaction to individuals who will be inoculated and for indemnification fund. We put up, Cito, a month ago, indemnification fund because alam naman natin yung yung clause ng kontrata ng
Okay, Mayor,
diba?
pasensya ka na, Mayor. Last minute
Oh,
ako. So, bullet, faster than a speeding bullet yung sagot
yes,
na
yes,
lang,
yes,
ha?
yes. Oo.
Yung workplace, kasi marami kang kumpanya din dyan sa Marikina. May complain yung mga ibang organisasyon for companies that are saying no vaccine, no jobs.
Dito wala pa namang wala pa namang ganung policy or wala pa naman na kaming napag-uusapan na gano'n. Ang ginagawa talaga namin, intensify yung mga campaign sa loob ng mga kumpanya para para malaman nila how necessary is the vaccination.
Okay.
Walang pilitan, walang pilitan.
Okay, last question. Yun doon sa indemnification. Kasi iba yung ma-hospital dahil nagkaroon ng reaction na hospital, sagot ng Marikina. But what happens if aside from the actual care, merong mag-claim, mag-file ng demanda o claim for sleepless in Marikina. At sabihin, hindi ako nakatulog, nag-alala ako, ni-nervyos ako dahil sa binakunan nyo sa akin. Will Marikina honor yung mga sleepless in Marikina claim?
Dapat direct and immediate yung adverse reaction, and it can be related really to the back program. What we're putting up is what is similar in Singapore. It's a assistance fund for medication. It's not an amount really that you could claim. Para po kung nagkasakit ka related doon sa pagbabakuna mo, pwede mong makuha. Secondly, economic assistance to those family, to the members of the family. Since kung daily wage earner, yung nagkasakitang kumikita, syempre we also need to provide assistance para hindi ma-disrupt naman yung kabuhayan ng pamilya. Yung ganun yung idea natin.
Thank you very much, Mayor Marcy. Pasensya ka na. Kuminsan, dinadaan ko na lang sa biro. Pero, alam mo, baka biglang may malilikot ang utak dyan. Sabihin, ito na pagkakataon kong mag-file ng claim ng frivolous lawsuit. Ika nga.
Totoo.
Okay.
Ano naman may ordinance kami, local ordinance. Conditions are very clearly stated in the local ordinance.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mayor Teodoro, and it was great speaking to you this morning. Hayaan mo, okay lang tayong mga tinakwil at bigo, ha? Basta healthy and safe.
Basta subok na subok.
Okay, sige sir.
Salamat.
Okay.
Sa Batangas.
Okay, that's Mayor Marcy Teodoro. Ayan po, alam niyo po mabuti yung sabi nga, ito nga si Charles Lejano, one of our associates in TV5. In One News PH, he's saying that he's watching me and Gab do the adjustment in the studio and he's laughing his ass off. But, hey, if I can make you people laugh, I don't care if you call me insane. I don't care if you call me silly. Okay lang yon. At least I make you happy, di ba? And to make you happier, okay, let's go for a break. You're back here watching Agenda via Signal TV, Channels 8 and 250, as well as on Facebook and YouTube. Ako po si Cito Beltran, ang dakilang meron, dakilang tigabalasa ng kwentuhan. At tayo po nakabangko straight from Lipa City. And ito, bibigay ko na, I've always said and I've always believed that God has a sense of humor, He has a wit, He's everything. He's God, okay? Medyo, nung iniisip ko po itong next guest natin, si MMDA Chairman Benhur Abalos Dasan, may naisip akong title para sa kanya. Chairman Abalos, are you there?
Yes, Cito. Good morning. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, Cito.
Okay, good morning, Chairman. Alam mo, ikaw, you are such a lucky guy na at least this week, no? You are so lucky because you just got TLC. The question is, do you know what TLC is?
No, what's TLC, Cito?
Ibibigay ko nito sa mga government communicators na kailangan ng catchphrase. TLC, Turok Laban COVID. Oh. Ang sarap pag nandidini sa Batangas kung ano-ano lumalabas sa utak ko, Chairman. In any case, how does it feel to be I think you are the first government bureaucrat. And when I say bureaucrat, you're part of the bureaucracy to receive the COVID vaccine. How are you feeling? Any reaction? Nilagnat ka ba? Kinati ka ba? Or nag-trip ka ba?
Actually, ginutom ako dahil wala akong breakfast. Pero kahapon, I jogged for 10 kilometers. Kanina, I jogged for 6 kilometers. Okay naman. I'm feeling very, very good. No? Walang side effects, Cito.
At yung nervyos, may kasama bang nervyos? Wala naman.
Well, wala naman, Cito. Kasi you know why? Before taking Sinovac, I also did my own research. Medyo maganda naman yung mga nabasa ko. At if you want me to share, I'll share it with you.
Go ahead. Well, just quickly, kung ano yung, what gave you the confidence based on your research?
Okay, I researched and I double-checked it with Dr. Eric Domingo, who was beside me, the Food and Drug Administrator head. Number one, it is traditional. No? So it is the same process as the polio vaccine, the rubella, measles, smallpox, chickenpox. What do I mean? They use an inactivated virus. Kung sa bala, kukunin yung virus, tatanggalin yung pangil, all the bad characters that are deadly, tsaka inoculate, no? Kung sa bala, tatanggalin po yung pulbura. And then they will give you this bullet, no? Para lang ma-memorize ang katawan mo, magkaroon ka ng antibodies. So it's traditional. I've read other brands, what they use is they call it messenger RNA.
Yeah.
Which feeds on the protein of the DNA. Parang gano'n, so high-tech na ibang level na yon, no? So, pinabasa ko, sabi ko, well, it will take siguro 5 years, 3 years to really know the full side effects of this. Talagang years. So ako, personally, parang mas safer yata ako sa traditional, no? I mean, hello?
No, yes, go ahead.
So, secondly, at pinaka-importante at sa mga nakikinig, it's about the efficacy, no? So, there are two different levels. So, number one is for healthy persons, for normal persons, and number two, solely for medical frontliners. For healthy persons, lumalabas, ang efficacy nito in Turkey was about 91 point something, close to 92%. No? So, that's what I've read. And for, ang naging area lang of talagang medyo contentious is the 50.4% for the health workers and medical frontliners. Ngayon, tinanong ko ito with Dr. Eric. Kako, bakit po ganon? Is this survey or is this experiment done solely for the medical frontliners? Sabi niya, yes, sabi niya. So, ito lang ba ho ang pharmaceutical na gumawa exclusively for doctors, nurses, and medical? Sabi niya, yes. Kasi pala, Cito, yung iba hinahalo yung healthy with the doctors and nurses. So, yun, lumabas ang 50.4. Now, let's further dissect the 50.4. Maski gawin pa nga natin 50% eh. So, kung may binakunahan na 2 tao, Yung unang tao, completely, talagang magaling siya. Talagang, Now, the other one, yung sinasabi nating medyo tinamaan, ito yung data nila. No? Number one, he is protected against fatal and severe cases. Ibig sabihin, walang namatay, walang naging severe. And number two, moderate to severe, 100% din. No? Protektado sila. Ang sa mild cases, it's 83% ang protection. Meaning, okay, nagka-COVID ka nga, pero siguro baka sipon lang tsaka masakit lang lalamunan mo. Di ba? Parang yun ang lumabas sa test, no? So, ako naman, weighing everything, sabi ko, okay naman ito. Kasi para sa akin, pareho kami ni Mayor Marcy, it's a choice really. No? Nasa tao yan eh, anong gusto nila. Pero ako, sa totoo lang, Cito, no, nakita naman natin talagang binigay ng China to, ang daming vaccines. Nakakatakot yung sayang eh, di ba? So, sabi ko nga, tatlo kami, si Sec Charlie Galvez, Secretary Vince of IATF, tsaka ako, we are the first bureaucrats na nagpabakuna. Just to assuage people na okay naman ito at sa totoo lang.
Actually ikaw hindi na kita kailangan bantayan na chairman kasi bata ka pa, nakaka-jogging ka, mukhang solved ka na eh. Ang inaabangan ko si Sec Charlie kasi pag si Sec Charlie pag lumusot siya, wala siyang side effect, ay, diskurso na tayo kasi teka, bakit? Di ba senior citizen yan? Dapat pati kami kasali na rin, di ba?
Pare, matanda ako kay Sec Charlie.
Charlie Galvez?
Yes, we're both 59. Matanda ako ng months. I'm almost to be a senior. Nasa dulo lang ako, 59. Sumakto lang ako, Cito.
Okay. Yeah.
I beat the limitation ng
kasi ito naman si Sec Charlie, akala ko naman senior na eh. Anyway, thank you very much for that correction. Sorry, Sec Charlie. Pero, okay, Chairman, iba naman ako, no? So, thank you na nagpakabayani ka, pinakita mo na safe and pwede yan. So, at least dadami na siguro yung papayag dyan sa bakuna na yan. Ngayon, ang sunod na katanungan, ito namang South African variant na parang ngayon, yun na yung talk of the town and worry dyan sa Pasay City. Kahapon, we discussed that with Undersecretary Berhere and there are indications na it's a problem. Does the MMDA have any say or participation or plans on how to contain that? At least magkahigpitan para hindi masyadong lumaganap sa Metro Manila.
Well, mamayang alauna po, may meeting po kami, Zoom meeting, all the mayors and MMDA with the DOH, with the Secretary Berhere. Didiscuss po namin to. But as we are talking right now, Cito, the mayors by themselves, no, I'm talking of Mayor Emmy, Mayor Toby, they by themselves have already, may konting upsurge, nagla-lockdown kaagad sila on streets, on barangays, no? So pag-uusapan lang namin yung dami ng kasong ito at makukumpirahan kami and actions to be taken. In fact, no, yung sinihan, etc. na inaprubahan ng IATF, no, wala pa hong implemented rules and guidelines ito na dapat kasama mayor. So for the meantime, wala pa ho ito. And even assuming maipasa implementing guidelines, the chairperson, the oversight chairman will be the mayors. And they have the right na sabihin lang, hindi ko muna itutuloy ito because of these conditions, no? Kasi mas alam po ng mga mayors ang lugar nila. That's already local autonomy, no? So ganun po yun. Ang pinopropose lang naman po rito is as a general policy, pero of course iba yung kung ibang circumstances na, no, pwede nang i-override ng mayor po iyon.
Okay, so magkakaroon ng meeting at 1 o'clock to decide what, Chairman?
Yes, sir. Ang i-decide lang po namin actions to be taken, but as we are talking right now, as I've mentioned, may actions na po ibang mayor. May mga upsurge, naghihigpit na po sila.
Yeah,
To call for a unified front again. Ang nakakatuwa lang kasi, Cito, sa Metro, one vote, one voice eh. Yun ang nakakatuwa. No? When you talk of curfew, when you talk of classification, nagbobotohan po sila. So whatever is good. No? Kaya nakakabili po ang mga ng Metro Manila.
Hindi ba tayo mauuwi sa punto na the Metro Manila mayors will draw the line with the DOH and the IATF regarding this isolation, quarantine, dorms and facilities? Kasi base doon sa mga nagiging interview ko, Chairman, I get the impression that that's a flashpoint for for any variant that may come in. By the time it's tested, the results have come out, kumbaga pumutok na, and some people are saying, why are we even letting people stay in populated areas? Dapat may isolation area na sa NAIA, yung mga hotels nearby, etc. Kasi parang syempre NAIA is in the middle of Pasay City for all intents and purposes. Kanya lang parang yung quarantine ba, laki-laki raw ng NAIA, di na lang gawing parang quarantine yung buong NAIA.
Tama ka rin, no? But this is where MMDA comes in. We are coordinating with the Office of the Civil Defense right now in these quarantine facilities. In fact, we have provided about 100 for Pasay. I think it's 100 for Navotas and even Malabon. No? So nagbibigay po kami ng mga quarantine facilities. Inaano namin yung mga hotel sa Metro Manila for this. Starting March, ang MMDA na po totally ang magbabayad dito. As of now, it's the Office of the Civilian Defense, OCD. No? So in terms of coordination, sa mga quarantine po, yung po maganda eh. May pagkakaisa sa Metro Manila po eh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so pag-uusapan pa rin yan, no? Now, merong isang katanungan, pasensya ka na, yan lang ang sarap pag nandidini ka sa Batangas. Hindi
Okay.
ko nakikita yung mga nangyayari din dyan sa Metro Manila, nagiging intriga. Grand Sara Run, tarpaulin sa Metro Manila raw. Ano ba yan? At bakit nagiging parang nagiging issue na may mga nagre-react na bakit pinapayagan yan, that's electioneering, etc.
Well, actually, no, yung pong mga tarpaulin sa mga malalaking lugar, no, sa totoo lang po, no, I had a talk with Attorney Mans Carpio, no, at sinasabi niya nga, hindi po nila alam. In fact, pinapatanggal niya po, no, yung mga nandun sa mga prohibited. Sa kanya nila po mismo manggaling. Sabi niya, Chairman, please remove it kasi nakakasira eh. Sabi niya, nakakasira kay Sara, no? Hindi po niya ganon, no? So, tinatanggal po namin kaagad yan. Kaya nga sinabi ko, if really, kung talagang ganyan, lagay na lang nila sa bahay nila. It's a private, ano po, no? So, yun naman.
Well, given that Attorney Carpio has made the request to you, would it be appropriate or necessary for the MMDA or the Metro Manila mayors to issue ewan ko kung paano ginagawa nyo, circular na banning the display or placement of such tarpaulin?
Well, nasa batas naman yan na Cito eh, no? Even if without these circulars, talaga namang bawal po, no? Kaya nga na ano rin ako, it came from him personally, and he gave me a call na sabi niya, Chairman, pakitulungan mo na lang kami kasi there are some overzealous supporters. I mean, we appreciate, no, talagang tumutulong sila for us. It's just that yung bawal, pakitanggal na lang po, Mayor. So, Chairman, I'm sorry. So, ganun po ang nangyari dyan. Sorry.
Ingat-ingat ka, baka sabihin nung Ale, that is usurpation of title, ha? Para lang po liliwanagin ko doon sa hindi nakakaalam, si Chairman Abalos po ay yung pangalawang pinuno ng tahanan sa Mandaluyong. Kanya, ang mayor po kasi ng Mandaluyong ay si Abalos din. At baka magka-photo ka tayo dyan sa bahay pag-uwi mo, Chairman. Now, bike lanes, Chairman. What's the situation of bike lanes? Kasi ang alam ko, may milyon-milyon na raw na ipapakalat dyan pero nakatanggap na ba kayo sa MMDA?
Well, mabuti natanong mo yan kasamang Cito, ano? I just want to set the record straight, no? Itong bike lanes kasi was a project of the Department of Transportation na ngayon ang implement is the Department of Public Works. It was during also the time of Chairman Lim nung inaano yan. wala pong sa totoo lang ang MMDA is just a coordinator of this project. I learned this about 3 weeks ago. Siguro mga last 2 weeks lang ako binigyan ng detailed plans about this, no? So nung nagtanong ako, they already had it bidded ng department, meron na, etc. etc. The problem, kung hindi nila gagamitin ito by June, I think, babalik ito sa National Treasury. So I called the meeting because I want everything to be transparent, Cito. Pinatawag ko ang NGOs, no, si Dr. Dance, no, si Dr. Robert C., the We Move As One Foundation. In fact, dapat nga Wednesday may lakad nga kami rito sa titingnan namin tong mga bike lanes na ito. So, first things first, no, we must act here. Sabi ko, dapat nagbigay kayo ng traffic engineering plan sa amin to look at the effect of this on the whole of EDSA, kung paano. Pero if I require you, mauubos ang oras. Sayang naman yung pagkakataon na makakaroon ka ng bike lane sa buong metro. So, ang ginawa ko na lang, Sito, is this, no? I mean, I trust them. Sabi ko, number one, it must adhere to international safety standards. Kasi areas like may mga trucks na malalaki diyan. I mean, ako parte yung rule of thumb ko, paano ko yung anak ko mismo ang nagbabike?
Yeah.
O yung ko, papayagan ko ba siya because of safety? So number one yan, international safety standards. Number two, kung ganon, are these things movable? Kasi ayoko maging white elephant. Baka mamaya gagawan mo yan, naka-fix, ang mahal-mahal niyan, biglang sisirain lang in the future. Sayang naman. So sabi nila, Chairman, it's movable. It's flexible. Pwede namin mailipat-lipat. Naka-hook. We could, take it out. The most is 10 minutes. No, naka-record po lahat itong pag-uusap namin. Bakit sa akin importante yun? Dahil nga nagmamadali tayo, pinayagan ko na lang sila. Kasi kung sa akin naman, Sito, kung hindi ko naman din lang papayagan, sayang yung opportunity to have this. No? I mean, importante talaga ang mobility. Importante talaga ang clean energy sa atin. Siguro matatapos na namin ang bus carousel. For me, what is important are the people movers, the mass transport, LRT, MRT. And then kung kompleto na yan, marireduce na ang kotse, eto na, nakasalampak na yung ating bike lanes. Now, in the event, for the meantime lang, siguro for the meantime na we are in the transition, habang hindi pa gawa masyado itong LRT, MRT at sumikip ang traffic, pinaligyan ko na lang kulatilya. In the event that happens, no, maski temporarily, siguro MMDA could adjust, could amend, could even remove the bike lane. Yun ang pina-amend ko. Kasi nga nagmamadali ayoko namang masisi na bandang huli, dahil ang term ko hanggang March lang po ako. Baka mamaya wala na ako, masisi po ako dito. So yun ang pinalagay ko conditions or even conditions for that, Cito.
Yeah, Chairman, mabuti naman may ganyan kayong pag-iingat. You are actually putting in that provision. Now, just last week, I got a number of feedback na parang, hey, bravo, you guys are putting up the bike lane, but our bigger headache and cause of many accidents, traffic, and also the sector that are asking for their protected lanes are the motorcycles. So parang ang sinasabi ng iba, paano nangyaring, how is it that we prioritized bicycles and yet we're blind to the fact that the greater number of vehicles now on the road are motorcycles. What about them?
Yes, Sito, ganito rin, after this, kasi ito, nangyari nga, kamukha ng sinabi ko, sorry, hawak-hawak ko kasi itong cellphone ko, naka-cellphone.
Ako, sorry, mga ngawit ka. Last question na lang ito.
StreamYard Okay. Ang ganito lang sa mga nagmumotorsiklo po, gumagawa po kayo study, baka pwede sa right portion kayo. Actually, nung pagkaupo ko, sinabi ko kagad yun, I'm using this study, also own protection po. May mga iba, ayaw, gusto nila, paikot-ikot daw sila, etc. But once matapos ko lang po ito, kayo po ang susunod on the right portion, katabi po ng mga bike lane. Hindi ko kayo pwedeng paghaluin dahil baka maano po yung bike lane, no? Pero I'm very sure you will be beside them. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Pero instead of taking the underpass, kasi if you will see, Sito, it becomes narrower. Yung mga underpass natin, siguro mga motorcycles sa ibabaw, dahil sa ibabaw naman medyo maluwang-luwang po tayo. Tsaka mobility, mabilis naman po sila. Para lang aksidente rin, no? So huwag kayong mag-alala, kasunod na po ito. Naka ano rin na rin po yan. No? Kasi mabilisan lang lahat. I'm just here for just 1 month eh. Ha? Kaya aanuhin po natin yan. Huwag kayong mag-alala dyan.
Paano just 1 month? Bakit? Akala ko March 2020, March 2022.
January 12 po ako nagsimula.
Oo.
Just barely a month and a half in office.
In office. Akala ko naman to go eh. Okay. Uy, nawala si Mayor. Yun na, pasensya, si Chairman Abalos, kanya po nawala si Chairman. Kasi ang hirap talaga, hawak-hawak na yung telepono. Ewan ko kung makakabalik pa si Chairman. Ayan, okay.
Yeah, may tumatawag kasi, sorry.
Yun, okay. Hindi, I misunderstood. So, you've only been in office for 1 month. So, pero ang term mo, co-terminus ka with President Duterte.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
So, going back to the motorcycle, kung matutuloy, itatabi ninyo sila doon sa may bicycle lane. Kasi yun nga po, yun ang sinasabi ng iba, kung pwede, alisin naman yung nasa kaliwa, nasa kanan, and especially because of the bus carousel now being on the left, medyo pwede na lahat yan. Two issues na lang, Chairman, kasi may nag-text daw, may nagbanggit. May portions daw po, lalo na doon sa Guadalupe Bridge, kung saan may nananatili. Those separators that were there since the 70s remain there even when things were altered. And second, there are a lot of motorists who are still confused in certain stretches of the EDSA raw na kung bus lane pa ba yung nasa kanan o free for all na lahat yun. Because yun parang kanya raw nagkakaroon ng bottleneck in certain areas. Kung wala yung klarong carousel barrier, hindi nila ngayon alam kung they're breaking the law driving in the yellow lane area.
Well, two things din. Ito lang po. Yung pong nasa gitna po ng EDSA Bridge, ng Guadalupe Bridge, pinapatanggal ko na rin po sana. Pero ang sabi sa akin, it is there to strengthen the bridge. No? Delikado na, hindi po pwedeng tanggalin. Baka humina po ang lakas ng tulay. No? It's right now for repair. Secondly naman po, tamang-tama, kagabi tumawag ako sa traffic engineering. Sabi ko, bakit maraming sasakyan dito sa may Ayala, itong bus carousel? Ang sabi nila sa akin, Mayor, hindi pa operational. Kako, bakit nyo nilagay? Sabi ko sa kanila. So, pinapaimbestigahan ko po ngayon. Only I think it's that portion.
Okay.
Yun na yun. Okay?
Ayun, okay. Kasi medyo nakukonfuse yung ilang motorista. At alam nyo, pag may confusion, may sumusunod dyan, corruption. Ayaw naman natin ng corruption. Anyway, any other message or things you want to announce, Chairman?
Okay, yung sa mga U-turn slots, malapit na pa yung elevated bus ramp, inaantay ko lang yung design. Ngayon, ang promise ko na lang is that hindi muna kami magsasarado ng U-turns until lumabas muna ito. Papalagyan ko muna ng mga gwardiya. Pangalawa, sa mobility, sa mga ferry, meron pong ferry from Cavite to MOA. Pinapagawa namin Intramuros Station para kung pupunta ka naman ng Rizal, pinapaayos na rin po. No? I've had a talk with...
salamat.
So, isipin nyo kung galing kang Rizal of Cardona, diretso ka ng Cavite. No? So, ang ganda nito. Bukas, meron po kami konting program about this. No? May mga bangka. And lastly, sa bakuna po, please, tignan nyo ang mga artikulo tungkol dito. Maski anong gusto nyo, anong choice ninyo, pero importante po magkaroon tayo ng herd immunity about this.
Okay, well, as always, Chairman Benhur Abalos Dasan, thank you very much for joining us, and may you remain healthy, happy, and blessings upon your entire family, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Cito, and all the viewers. Mabuhay po kayo.
Okay. Yan po, si Chairman Benhur Abalos, ang anak. At tayo po ay magbe-break. Sa ating pagbabalik, puntahan naman natin isa pang Benjamin. Ito naman si Benjamin Santos, Secretary General Alliance of Health Workers. Kasi kung kami medyo parang napuwera kami sa bakunahan, sila nagbo-volunteer mapuwera doon sa Sinovac. At least yun ang dating sa akin. Alamin natin right after the break. Okay, you're back here on Agenda via Signal TV channels 8 and 250 and Facebook. Good morning, Mr. Marco Barlongan. Ito po, nag-click-click yung ating ginawang project dito sa Lipa City. Ang lakas, ang bilis ng signal natin with the PLDT home fiber internet. Anyway, let's go to our next guest, Mr. Benjamin Santos, Secretary General, Alliance of Health Workers. Benjamin, good morning. Okay, senyor, nakamute ka. Nakamute yung mikropono mo.
Okay po, sir.
Okay.
Magandang umaga po, Sir Cito.
Okay. Ben, bigay ko na sa iyo dahil medyo kinakapos tayo ng oras. Ayoko
Sige po.
daldal. Ano ang nangyayari? Bakit balita ko tumatanggi kayo or humagana? Wala na bang ibang klaseng bakuna?
Sir, sa totoo lang, pro-vaccine po ang ating mga kasamang health workers. At hindi po tayo tumatanggi sa vaccine na tingin natin mas mataas ang efficacy para sa ating po mga health workers. At bagamat ito po ang nangyari dito na Pfizer po ang ibinigay po sa amin na pangako, naging Sinovac. Kaya po mayroong pagdududa at mayroong pag-agam-agam yung ating mga kasamang health workers. Kung kaya po, kung makikita natin, ay medyo mababa po yung approval rate para dito po sa nasabing vaccine. Maliwanag din po na inilalagay po natin sa hanay ng ating mga health workers sa pagpapasya. Hindi po namin sinasabi sa kanila na wag. Ito po ay tingin namin personal na desisyon. At sa katunayan po sa ngayon, itong pagkakataon na to ay nung Monday po ay naka 120 po ang nagpa-vaccine. Ito pong kahapon ay medyo mataas-taas na po, 483. At ang sitwasyon po sa ngayon ay nakita namin medyo pila po ang magpapabaksin. Kung kaya po, tingin pa rin namin ito po ay isang sariling desisyon na kailangan ibigay po sa ating mga health workers.
Pero paano na ito kung dumadami na kamoy nagpapabakuna? Paano kung makaraan ng kalahating buwan o isang buwan? At yan ay yung tamang bilang o tamang panahon para masabing mukhang okay naman, wala namang problema. Kayo ba ay papayag na pakiawan na yung bakunahan at pwede na Sinovac kung wala ang Pfizer o wala yung AstraZeneca?
Sir, base na rin doon sa pangako ng aming management, ito po kasing vaccination ngayon ay dalawa po ang schedule. Isa pong Sinovac at base doon sa ay mayroon na rin pong AstraZeneca. Kaya po sabi nga namin ay at least meron tayong choice. Subalit sa ngayon nga po ay lumalabas na mukhang wala pa yung AstraZeneca na uli. At tingin namin siguro mas higit na magkakaroon o dadami ang magpapabakuna kung makakapagpasulpot pa tayo ng ilang mga brand ng COVID vaccine.
Okay.
Ay lalaki pa yung approval rate para sa mga health workers.
So kumbaga, ninanais nyo lang na magkaroon ng seleksyon. Pero sabi
Yes
ng mga nakapanayam natin, kahit na gusto nating mamili, kung ang dumating ay isa pa lang o ang available ay isang klase pa lang, eh di tuloy na ang bakunahan. Pwede ba yun?
Mukhang iyon po ang direksyon po ng ating gobyerno. Pero po kami ay umaapila pa rin sapagkat sa tingin po namin talaga bilang mga health workers ay deserve naman po ng ating mga kasamang health workers, hindi lamang po sa PGH, kundi sa kabuuan ng ating health sector, na maibigay po sa amin yung pinaka-the best na vaccine kasi po kami po yung nasa front line. Lalo na nung pandemic at hanggang sa ngayon. Kaya po tingin namin na deserve po namin yon bilang incentive na lang po. Bilang incentive to sa aming mga sakripisyo.
Okay. Dahil na lang natin sa dasal. Dahil kahit ang pamahalaan natin, walang control dyan sa bagay na yan dahil ang nagdidikta ay nasa merkado. Anyway, thank you very much, Benjamin. And sana po lumaganap pa ang inyong bilang na mga nagsisilbi para sa kalusugan ng mamamayang Pilipino. Thank you very much, Benjamin.
Salamat po, Sir Cito. Salamat po.
Okay, that's Benjamin Santos of the Alliance of Health Workers. And clearly, they are aspiring for choices. But the reality is, if there's no other choice, the only choice is to stay alive. Sabi nga, Diyos lang ang nakakaalam kung kailan tayo papanaw. In the meantime, medyo let's try to increase our chances of living longer and healthier. May God bless all of you. Please take care. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.